How are things going at The View? This is your second visit to The View, and how many weeks in are we now? A couple of months?
We're a couple of months in. The first time I lasted 9 months.
All right, there she is, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie O'Donnell. On David Letterman's show, 2 peas in a pod is what they are. And again, how ABC ever took Rosie O'Donnell back. Now you hear the rumors of just the terrible infighting and reports of, Rosie thought she would be in the anchor chair. Of course, Whoopi's in the anchor chair. What they were thinking. Anyway, she's going to go on, in my view, to trash at least one cast member on The View. Here's more.
Who? Run down. I know it's you. It's Whoopi Goldberg, who's been on the show.
Yeah.
You, and who else are we talking about?
Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez. This is the first time there's been a show with 2 Rosies.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
No.
Me either. If we had that bounty lady, the quicker picker-upper, that would be the third, Rosie. And the robot from the Jetsons,
Did
maybe?
you try? Did you try to get them?
I tried. It was difficult. They said 2 was the limit.
Yeah, well, maybe 1 should have been the limit. Maybe Rosie Perez should have been the Rosie limit. By the way, very few people know who the quicker picker-upper Rosie in the diner is, and the robot for the Jetsons. Even fewer people know about that. I know, T knows, and probably nobody else here on this floor knows that. Anyway, here's more.
And who else do we have?
We have the lovely Nicole Wallace, formerly of the Bush administration.
Oh, she was the communications director.
Yes, she was.
I bet that's a fascinating occupation to have.
It is. I asked her the first day if it was her idea to do the flyover Katrina. And I don't know if that was the best way to open conversation with her, but luckily she was at her wedding and she had nothing to do with that, so we actually get along very well.
But is it...
Yeah, the flyover. She's still talking about the flyover. 10 years ago, the flyover. It's really sad. This Bush derangement. She has an incurable case of Bush derangement syndrome. Very, very serious case. And in fact, I think if you come into too close of a contact with her, there's no defense for you catching that. There's no vaccine, unfortunately. The best vaccine is don't watch it, don't get near her, don't talk to her. But Letterman's already been infected because he has his own case of that, as you will hear and see now.
Is that the kind of thing that a communications director would have been responsible for?
Yes, she said. That would have been her call, but she was getting married in Greece.
And what high moments does she have from the 8 years in the Bush administration?
Well, that's very interesting to ask me. I think there were some interesting moments with, well, maybe illegal wars. Yeah. There was that.
Yeah, the illegal war. Always difficult to explain away.
Yeah,
the illegal war.
There they are. Like I said, 2 peas in a pod. Yeah, wonderful people. Their hero, Barack Obama, though, can do no wrong. He has a lot to brag about over his first 6 years. 6 years, oh my God, there's 2 years left. All right, here's more.
Last week there was a big torture debate we had.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe it's me. I'm against torture on the whole.
Yeah. Generally speaking.
No, just across the board.
Across the board.
I just feel if Joseph Mengele would have enjoyed it, we should not do it.
Probably not. Yeah,
yeah that's, maybe that's a hard line in the sand.
Okay, I'd have to go along with that.
Yeah.
Of course you would, because you're as sick as she is when it comes to a liberal mindset. To bring up Joseph Mengele, who conducted the most atrocious, horrific medical experiments on Jews. I mean, my God, we stuck a man's head underwater. We wouldn't let him sleep to get information to save Americans. And she compares him to Joseph, us to Joseph Mengele. And this David Letterman, he agrees. Paul, here's one more.
And is that the entire cast in, or are we leaving anybody out?
It's the 4 of us, and then occasionally they have a 5th person to see if that would help.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it does.
And sometimes it does. Yeah, I got a better solution. How about maybe a new permanent 4th person, and you go, away. Anyway, doesn't matter to me. I just thought you needed to see that. She's disgusting in her political views, but ABC loves her. Disney. She represents Disney.